Hello. For those of you that are here, it was a bit of a mashup in my calendar and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it, but it turns out I am making it. So I am not sure how many people will get this, but regardless, I want to do this live because it's important. And you know, what a week it's been. I'm not sure how it's been for you, but for me, it's been a frenzy the whole week, and energy going everywhere. Lots of opportunities, but also lots of uncertainty, more than usual. And the regular intervals of meditation wasn't as regular as I would have liked it to be. But also that was good in a way because of the stuff that has happened and the things I have done in the meantime as well. Hopefully, like me, you've in this frenzy, you've taken care to take time out for yourself and to go into nature or to do something else that calms you down, that helps you to relax in all these, all this turbulence and everything that's going on. So I want to do a brief meditation with you today, and hoping that you'll be able to find yourself a comfortable seat, the seat that you're sitting on, but also your seat, your posture in itself. So making sure that you're relaxed, that your spine is straight, but you're also self-supporting and you're not stiff. You can relax into your posture. And then, if it's comfortable for you, also inviting you to close your eyes or otherwise lower your gaze, looking a few feet in front of you. And then briefly turning into or towards your posture here, seated on the chair or sofa or cushion or floor, whatever it might be for you. Noticing if you're upright or maybe you're leaning forwards or leaning backwards or slouching a little bit. And not only your bodily posture, but also your attitude. How are you seated at this moment? How is the mind? Is the mind busy? Turbulence in there as well. Many thoughts. Planning or remembering. Maybe there's some emotions lingering around as well. And not trying to change anything, not trying your posture and attitude to be a certain way, but simply opening up to what is here for you right now. And by being open like this, by giving space to what is here, helping you perhaps to settle down a little bit, to land, to ground into this meditation. And you might notice if the mind is busy that your body is here physically, but your mind is still coming towards this meditation, still taking its time perhaps to land. And that's all right. That's perfectly natural. And then bringing your attention towards your feet on the floor. Maybe sensing the weight of the feet. Sensing perhaps the fabric of your socks against the skin of your foot, of your feet. The material of your shoes, if you're wearing them. And maybe your feet feel slightly contained in your shoes, or maybe they feel free. Maybe you're even barefoot at the moment. And perhaps you can sense where your foot ends and where the floor begins, or the shoe. Maybe sensing a tingling, pulsation, or throbbing inside the foot. Or perhaps your feet are cold or warm. Tired, restless, whatever is present for you right now, in this moment. And then moving your attention up through the legs to your sit bones, your bum on the chair or the floor, on the surface you're sitting on. Sensing perhaps the weight of the body. And seeing if perhaps by tuning into the lower part of your body like this, by bringing your attention there, if you can let your body rest a little bit deeper into the chair or cushion or whatever. Relaxing a little bit deeper. And then moving your attention up, past the spine, upwards, stretching up into the head and neck. Maybe sensing your shoulders, the weight of your arms hanging alongside the body. Seeing if you can maybe relax your upper body a bit more. If you're sensing that you're holding on to some tension that's not needed to help you sit upright, then letting go of that tension on a couple of out breaths. And then bringing your attention further up into the head, in the face, noticing your facial expression. Perhaps if there's any tension in the face, maybe in the usual areas around the mouth, the jaw, behind the eyes, or a frown on the face, perhaps seeing if you can let that go, release that tension. And then bringing your attention alongside the movement of the breath in the belly. And tuning into the changing physical sensations in the belly on a full inhalation and a full exhalation. And if it's helpful for you, maybe placing one or two hands on the belly and simply following the rise and fall of your hands. And if you notice the mind wandering, which is what minds do, so that's perfectly natural, then as soon as you notice, just simply acknowledging that the mind has wandered and then relaxing your attention back towards the breath with friendliness and kindness. It's the noticing and also your attitude in bringing back your attention. That's what matters. Training attention and kindness. And maybe you're noticing that when you're following the breath with your attention, that there's a tendency to change the breath, maybe wanting to breathe more deeply, more calmly, and seeing if you can let that go, seeing if you can let the breath breathe itself, take its own natural course, the way it always does, day in, day out. And following an in-breath, transitioning to the out-breath, and then following the out-breath, noticing the pause between breaths, and then the move back into an in-breath, following this cycle continuously. And remembering that despite the turmoil, the turbulence that's happening in the world right now, for so many of us, that there's always the breath or a focus on the body that can help to still the mind, as it were. Not to free the mind from thoughts, but to take a step back from the thoughts, the clutter, the emotions. And by maybe taking a step back, creating some space for a conscious choice. A choice to go along with the racing mind, go along with strong emotions, or pausing and maybe pressing an internal reset button. As difficult as that may appear from time to time. And keep following the inhale for its full duration and the exhale for its full duration. And bringing your attention back as soon and every time as you notice the mind has wandered off. And then letting go of your attention on the breath and bring your attention back into the body. Just briefly noticing your posture, sensations on the skin and right inside the body. And then in your own time, whenever you're ready, making your way to a more active state, active posture, active sense of awareness, and opening your eyes whenever you're ready. And that brings me to the end of this live meditation. So thank you for joining. And this will be available as a replay as well. For those of you that would like to listen to this again or do this meditation again. And just remember that whenever you find yourself in a period of turbulence, that the breath and your anchor, the body, can be incredibly helpful to give you that sense of groundedness that you so need in those times. So thank you and have a nice day.